What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Good afternoon. Can you tell by the lighting right now that it's not our normal start early in the morning? And this is also the face of frustration. Why am I frustrated? Well, if you don't follow me on Instagram and you actually for somehow trickled into this video and did not read the title, this is the face of what it's like when you lose your GoPro in the ocean while filming for your vlog while surfing. Before you guys start commenting down below about all the safety features that GoPro and other companies have set up specifically to protect your GoPro, I know. See, GoPro actually makes a really rad floaty housing, a case that sits around your GoPro, and if it falls in the water, it floats. They also make a leash for your GoPro. So when you're holding the GoPro in your mouth with the mouth mount, it attaches to a coil, kind of like a bodyboard leash that goes around your bicep. Well, I had neither. Let's be honest, it's nobody's fault but my own. I feel like I've just been a little too confident, a little too cocky in the water. I spent as little as I could on a floaty device that was sent from a random company overseas, and you get what you pay for. The color was super cool. Obviously, GoPro uses orange floaties. That's how you know that they're their brand. It's how you see your GoPro floating in the water, but I chose a random brand with a cheaper price point so I could find this really cool neon green housing, this floaty. Wouldn't you know, it touched all the buttons and changed all the settings while I was out in the world, on an adventure, surfing in the water. And that's not the time when you want to be messing with the settings. So I was super frustrated with it, and I decided to surf without the floaty. For whatever reason, I also chose to not surf with the leash, thinking that I'm not in huge pumping surf, and what could possibly go wrong? And if I lose it in big waves, well, then that's something I'll have to deal with in big waves. But rewind to yesterday, went out with a buddy on an adventure, surfing. I took you guys to a spot that I hadn't been to in over a year. Beautiful afternoon, was getting some really great content, and wanted to do something funny. I wasn't even doing anything amazing. I wasn't doing a trick. It wasn't a gnarly wipeout. It wasn't a huge set wave. I was literally sitting on my board, not even moving, when I decided that I wanted to talk on camera. I decided to take the GoPro out of my mouth and turn it around so that I could speak to you guys while in the water, and my hands were so numb from how cold the water was. Even though it was a sunny, beautiful day, the water is still in the mid-50s, and it's like my fingers just weren't fully feeling, and it slipped right out of my hand. I fumbled and tried to grab it. It hit the water, and I just watched it go down. I tried to grab it. It was gone. I took my leash off, I dove down, tried to find it. Some other people tried to help me. I've posted on social media. I have proof that the camera's mine. Hopefully it does turn up. I would love to get that content from the waves I was riding. I was testing board with some new fins and some other stuff, so I really wanted to see how that turned out. But that is the reason you guys are watching this vlog on Sunday instead of Saturday, because I needed an extra day to get out, surf, adventure, vlog, and get some good content for you guys. And honestly, I gotta say, old Andrew would have lost his gourds. I would have been so upset. It would have been the ocean's fault, the waves' fault, the board's fault, the housing, the GoPro, everything but myself. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It's a lesson learned. I'm gonna get the right floaty. I'm gonna get the leash that attaches to the GoPro. There is no reason that you should be losing a GoPro in the water, especially if it's not, 12-foot barrels, at pipeline. That's the only place you should be really losing your GoPro, and I was definitely not there, definitely not in that situation. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna get some sleep. It's still dinner time here in Southern California, so we're gonna get some food, get a nice early night in, get some rest, because we're gonna be up early tomorrow, taking you guys on an adventure, and we're gonna have to pick it up then to see where. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome back. That was a quick little sleep. It is freezing. We're already in the wetsuit. This is kind of awkward. I am filming on my phone this morning as we are trying to get the situation figured out for how to film, how to document everything. And I have a Canon EOS M50 that I was filming yesterday afternoon to fill you guys in on what happened to the GoPro, but long story short, we're just getting out here quick. We got the camera. We're going to check the surf. It's just after 7 a.m. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. No one is down here so far. It looks really quiet. There's a couple cars in the parking lot. And let's flip the camera around. It is a quiet start. Normally I hear during king tides, because we have a king tide yet again. So we're taking out the 8.0 catch surf longboard, the log. I hear the waves hitting the rocks. I hear a little bit of noise, but nothing too crazy, which kind of has me thinking the surf is on the smaller side. It is small. It's probably in that 2 to 3 foot range. It is lapping right up onto the shore. This is not a good sign. Hopefully these waves are gonna stand up. There's 3 people out so far on a really crisp, beautiful morning here in Encinitas in Leucadia. I hope wherever you guys are, you're having a fantastic vibe, finding some dreams out there. Let's spin this camera around and look north. How beautiful is that? You got the mountains in the background. It's such a different view than the East Coast, where it is so flat along the coastline unless you're far in the Northeast, like up in Maine. So moving here was quite a trip. Clean little swell lines in here. I don't know how long I want to sit and film. It's chilly. I definitely want to get out there. Is it gonna break? Ugh. It is just absolutely smothered by this 7 foot high tide that's peaking right around now. Let's go see what's going on with Maile and try and get out in the water. Oh my gosh, how fun was that surf? What an absolute vibe. There's nothing like getting up early in the morning and starting your day off with a super fun, vibey adventure, getting out in the water, surfing, or honestly, whatever you do, whatever you get into, whether it's hiking or fishing or surfing, skating, swimming, whatever it is. I tell you guys all the time, it only takes 30 minutes to get into an adventure. It'll change the way you look at your day, and that's the vibe. But let's talk about how challenging that surf was. We had yet again another king tide. I think it was a 7-foot tide that was peaking right when we got to the beach, or just after we got to the beach, which is why I took out the 75-liter pink 8-foot soft top, the 80 Catch Surf log. But I told you guys I had some announcements, or at least one announcement. We have 2 announcements now this week. First announcement is that I got a text from my shaper, Carrozza Surfboards up in Huntington Beach. My board is ready. We got a custom blade. I know you guys have been asking about it. It's been taking a little bit because quality stuff takes a while, and we are super excited. It's an absolute vibe. I haven't seen it yet, so it's going to be a complete surprise. I'm not sure if we're heading up to Huntington Beach or Chris and Keone are coming down this way, but we will have our hands on that board possibly for the next episode. There's one other thing I want to talk to you guys about. I haven't mentioned it, but I'm sure you've noticed it. We got the Driftline hat. Driftline, in anticipation of their spring summer launch for this year, their new colors and new styles that are coming out. They got some secret stuff they've been working on. They dropped these 80s style rope hats. They're kind of like athleisure wear. That's kind of the vibe. So they're like kind of water resistant-y, super lightweight. They got the snapback fit, the classic Driftline logo, the super rad rope, and these hats are an absolute vibe. They got the gray and the teal on their website. Links in the description below. Check them out. Get one while you can. I have a feeling these things are going to sell out. And like I said, Driftline's got a spring and summer launch that's coming up, I believe, maybe at the end of March. So keep your eyes and your ears to all their content, my content, because we'll be letting you guys know when everything's coming out, when it'll be available, and it's going to be an absolute vibe. This is where I'm going to set you guys free, because like I said, you got to get into that adventure. I did. You do as well. If you guys are new to the channel, though, real quick, thank you so much for tuning in. I absolutely love making these videos. We're on schedule to put out videos every Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you give us a little love tap on that like button, drop a comment below, and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to reach as many people as we can and get the vibes out there. That's the point of this channel, is just having a good time. With that being said, you guys know the deal. I'll see you next week. Until then, click right here to subscribe and right here to watch more videos. And I'll catch you guys on the next vibe.
Let it go. 얼어붙어 like whoa. 띵하고 어지러워. I see. 한여름에도 넌 겨울. Yeah, go blood. Yeah, 너와 있을 때 I swear. 제가 먼저 zero. 폭설한